So we're going to upload an image to the holiday album, which is the ID 59. Now obviously, as we've seen before, inside uploads we have an album 59, and then in thumbs we also have an album 59. So the image should be uploaded to 59 and the thumb should be uploaded to 59. If we were to choose another album, it would be put into the corresponding folder. Okay, so let's go back to our browser. Let's close the source off. So uploading an image to album will put that in the folder 59. Let's go ahead and upload this image. Let's click upload. Okay, so we have a undefined function create thumb, and that's probably a mistake I've made. Create thumb. Okay, so this might be an error inside of our init.php file, so let's go ahead and open that up. Okay, yeah, so we haven't included the thumbnail generation functionality, so let's go ahead and just include that now. So that's the reason that the file could not be accessed. Remember, init.php is at the top of every page, therefore we have use of all these functions that we've created so far. So we've included thumb.func.php. We can go ahead and close that now, and we can retry this. So let's refresh the page, and let's go ahead and reselect an image. Now actually the problem that might have happened is we might have actually now inserted that into the database. We haven't, which is good. Okay, so let's go ahead and choose this flowers.jpg, click on upload. Now we're redirected to view album, which we haven't created yet, and we'll be dealing with that in the next part of the tutorial. But for now, let's go ahead and check out the database. Click browse. Okay, so we've got an empty result set. So we might have had an error with our query, so that's no problem, we can go back and fix that. Let's check if the file has actually been uploaded. So let's open up uploads, album 59. You can see that we should have an image inside of there. Oh yeah, sorry, we've got PHP file selected here. So we've got 0.jpg. Now this tells me that we've got an error with our ID naming. So because the query failed, we've just placed a 0 here. So this is all wrong. The query has obviously not been performed correctly, and therefore our function MySQL insert ID has not returned something. So that's no problem, we can go back and fix this. Let's just take a look in thumbs to see if this has been uploaded as well. It hasn't, so that's probably another problem we need to go back and fix. So let's take a look at why this might be happening. So the query, let's just check this. Insert into image. Now that's the one thing I've done wrong. The table name is images. If we go back to our database, you can see the table name is images. So that might be where the problem lies. Okay, so we are also not creating the thumb properly, and that's because I have written upload instead of the uploads folder. So let's just take a fresh approach to this and actually go and change or delete everything we've already done. So let's go to our uploads folder and delete all these files, and into our thumbs as well, and delete these as well. So we're starting afresh with our album creation. Let's just go over to albums and delete these. We can delete these 2 albums, and we'll click yes. So we're starting fresh, just so we can debug this a bit easier. Let's go back to albums. We don't have any albums. We can't upload an image currently, so we need to create an album. Let's create holiday and some holiday photos. Let's click create. We've created our album. We can now upload an image. You'll also notice that the corresponding folder to the image, to the album ID has been created here and as well here. So now that we upload this, it should upload to this folder 61 and this folder here 61. So let's go back to our browser and attempt to upload this file once again. Clicking on the flowers.jpg image and choosing the holiday album. Click on upload, and we're redirected again to this page we haven't created. We'll deal with that later. So the first thing to check if this has been inserted into our database correctly. Let's go over to our images table. You can see that we've got an image ID of 9272. That's just because I've created images previously. But if you're following along with this tutorial, this value will most likely be a lot lower for you. The user ID is 2, which we know that in the users table is the user ID that I'm currently logged in with, so that's okay. We also have album ID, which is 61, and we knew this. The timestamp's been generated and the image extension is JPG. So all the information that's been inserted into the database is correct. Let's go ahead and check if the album or the image has been placed in the right place, and also the thumbnail's been generated. So we can see that we've created a file name of 9272. Remember that number, it was generated here, so 9272.jpg. And let's go over to the thumbs folder, and you can see that in the same folder name we've got a thumbnail version of our image. So everything's working now. We've actually successfully uploaded the image and generated the thumbnail as well. So now that we've done that, we can actually go and start to develop this viewAlbum.php file that we haven't yet created, and that's going to give us a list of all the images that have been uploaded to a specific album. So the first thing we want to do is go ahead and create a new album, just so we can upload some more images later. You'll also notice that the holiday album now contains one image. At the moment it says one images, but there's a short quick solution to solve this, and I'll leave that up to you to work out. Just a tip, it's checking the number of images and returning either an S or nothing. So I'll leave that up to you to do as well. So now that we've got the holiday folder, we can't obviously click on it because this viewAlbum.php file does not exist. Let's go ahead and create another album called General, just some photos. Click create. There's no images in here, but we'll go ahead and upload some more images to this a bit later. So now we've done that, we can go ahead and actually start to create this viewAlbum.php file in the next part of the tutorial.